distance band, a couple of sliders or socks on a wood floor would be fine. And maybe a couple of blocks if you normally need them for deep lunging. Otherwise, that's it. You don't even need any of those things. This whole thing with nothing. So don't let that stop you. But those are the props that you'll want to get. You might want to hit pause and then come back. Great. Without further ado, begin. All right, guys, in studio, welcome in. This is Yoga Fit. We're going to actually start standing up since everybody pretty much, except for 3 people, are on the floor. I try to just go with whatever the flow is in the room. If everybody's laid out, passed out, I'm going to let you guys stay there. But if y'all are up and ready to go, that means let's do this. Let's work it out. All right, so coming to the top of your mat, feet hip width distance apart, feel like you're in what would be called mountain pose or Tadasana. What was that? Oh, turn off your ringers. Here we go. Inhale, reach the arms up, forward fold, exhale. Inhale, flat back, lengthening the spine, forward fold, exhale. Rise to stand, inhale, reach the arms up, forward fold, exhale. Inhale, flat back, forward fold, exhale. Rise, inhale, reach the arms up, forward fold. Lengthening, step back to plank pose, top of a push-up. Squeeze your tushy, tighten the thighs, tucking that tailbone under. Really feel the arms strong, shoulders separating. Hips are about level with your shoulders. Child's pose. And allow yourself to settle and ground. Take a breath in and exhale out. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Coming on to hands and knees for cat and cow. You're going to start with the swayed back, looking forward, relaxing the belly, getting a stretch. Inhale and exhale, round. Inhale, exhale, round. Inhale, exhale, round. One more time, inhale and exhale, round. Down dog, curl your toes under, lift your hips up, softness in your knees. See if you can line your ears up with your arm bones, relaxing your neck. Pedaling out the feet, bend one knee at a time. Continue this walk and take it forward, walk it forward, forward, forward to your hands. Inhale to flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Rise to stand, reach the arms up. Forward fold, exhale. Stepping back to plank. Inhale, lower down to your belly all the way. Exhale. Low cobra. Inhale, lower down, exhale. Plank, curl the toes under. Take a breath in. Exhale, push yourself all the way up. Hold here for 3, 2, child's pose. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Last breath. Exhale. Coming on to hands and knees. So we're going to do a thread the needle exercise. So you're going to reach the right arm, inhale, twist. Thread underneath, bend the left elbow, come down low and hover. Exhale. Inhale, reach, twist. Exhale. 2 more times. Inhale, twist, reach. Exhale. Last one. Inhale, reach. And exhale. Coming through center, let's switch to the other side. Left arm. Inhale, twist. Thread underneath. Exhale. Inhale, twist. Exhale. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. Coming back to center. Down dog. Pedaling the feet. Walk your feet forward. Bring your toes to touch. Knees bend. Chair pose, Utkatasana. Reach the arms up. You're going to keep the right arm up and bring the left arm back behind. Squeeze the shoulder blade, lifting it up as high as you can. Then bring the left arm back up to meet the right. Now the right arm, go back by your hips, squeeze. Bringing it back up. Left arm, sweeping back, squeeze the shoulder blade. Bringing it up. Right arm, squeeze. Both arms up. Stand up, straighten the legs, interlace the fingers, palms go up. Side bend to the right. Hips are going to move to the left. Coming through center and switch. Side bend to the left, hips move to the right. Coming back to center, hands come to heart center. Chair pose. You're going to lift your right heel, then your left heel. Right heel, left heel. Inhale when you lift, exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. One more time. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Last one. Lower forward fold. Stepping back, plank pose. Separate your feet enough so you can make a side plank. You're going to spin the heels over onto the right side of your foot. You're on the outer edge of your right leg and the inner edge of your left. Left arm in the air. And change. Rolling through center, spinning the heels now to the left. You're now on the outside edge of your left foot, inside edge of your right. Right arm up. Plank. Come down to your belly. Swan dive. You're gonna bring the hands back behind. You're gonna lift your head, lift your legs, arms, everything up off the floor. And you're gonna rotate the arm bones, palms down, palms up. Four, three, two, child's pose. Deep breath in. Exhale out. Deep breath in. Exhale out. Downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg is going to lift high, bend the knee and stack the hip. Your right knee is up towards the ceiling best you can. Your hips are open. However, your shoulders try to stay parallel to the floor. Right foot steps forward to warrior one. So you're stepping forward to a lunge. You're going to spin the back heel down flat and rise up, reaching the arms straight up. Hips and shoulders best you can towards the top of your mat. Your back leg is straight and strong. We're going to breathe and straighten the leg in front. So inhale, straighten, exhale, and bend. Inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. Stay here. Hinge forward, 45-degree angle. If you need to make it easier, you can bring your hands back by your side. That will take some of the tension out. Otherwise, keep the arms up by the ear as best you can. Feel like your right knee is tracking right down the center of your right foot. Hold for 3. Belly in 2. Inhale, reach up. Hands come down, and we're going to flow through a vinyasa. Exhale. High plank. Inhale. Chaturanga, which is a low plank. You bend the elbows back to your ribs. Exhale, hovering. Inhale, cobra, bhujangasana. Down dog. Exhale. Left leg, you're going to lift it high up to the ceiling, and then bending that knee. Bringing the heel towards your hips, creating a twist, hip opening. Shoulders stay parallel. Exhale, step that left foot forward to a lunge. Back heel spins down, rise to warrior 1. We're going to begin the breathing and straightening. Here we go. Inhale and exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Staying down low. Keep that back leg strong. Belly is strong. As you reach forward, if you need to give yourself a break, you can bring the arms down and back. Otherwise, arms are up by your ears. Bend that left knee a little bit more, tracking right towards the center of your foot. Inhale, reaching up. Hands come down to the mat. Exhale. Plank pose. Inhale. Chaturanga Dandasana. Exhale. Cobra. Inhale. Down dog. Exhale. Taking small steps. Walk your feet forward. Keeping your feet hip width distance apart. You're going to rise to chair. Reach the arms forward here. You're going to lift your right heel. Chains, lift the left heel. And lower both legs. You're going to lift both heels. Rise to ballerina. See if you can stay up on the balls of your feet as you straighten the legs. Arms come over your head. Keeping the jaw relaxed. You're going to bend the knees. See if you can come back into that position without lowering the heels. Arms come forward. That will help counter your balance. Lower the heels, slow and control. Forward fold, exhale. Step back to plank. Come down onto your forearms. Scapular push-ups. So you can put your knees down so that you can really focus on the upper back. You're going to relax between your shoulder blades, letting them come together, and then push them apart. Relaxing, bringing the shoulder blades together, and then pushing apart. Relax, and the exhale is on the push. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. One more time, and exhale. Lower your hips down to Sphinx. Lower your head all the way down. Bring your elbows out so you can rest your forehead onto your hands. And I like a little fist here. You're going to lift just the right leg 4 times. Keep the leg straight, toe pointed. Inhale, then exhale, lift 1. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, left leg. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Leg is straight. Go to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Left leg. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now we're going to lift and bend the knee. So bend the knee and lift 1, lift 2, lift 3, lift 4. Other side, bend the knee, lift 1, lift 2, lift 3, and lift 4. Child's pose. Down dog. Right leg lifting high, bending the knees, stacking the hip. Warrior 1, stepping forward. Rise up. Hinge forward. We're going to move into standing split. So reaching forward, lift your back heel, lift the back leg, and see if you can bring the hands to come down to the mat into a split. Malasana squat, yogi sit. So bring your left foot down next to your right. Separate your feet about shoulder width apart. Turn your toes out and bend your knees sitting down low. From here, you're going to bring your hands to heart center and we're going to pulse. Now, if your heels are not down on the ground, keep your fingers on the ground and you're going to just pulse up and down, okay? If your heels are down, your hands are together and you're going to pulse up and down. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Plank pose. Step it back. Chaturanga, exhale. Cobra, inhale. Down dog. Exhale, left side. Lifting the left leg, bending the knee. Step forward. Warrior 1. Slowly moving into your splits. Hinge forward. Lift your back heel. Start to balance. See if you can teeter-totter your way down. You can keep that standing leg bent. 3, 2, yogi sit, malasana squat. No, feet wide, toes out, pulsing 4 times. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Step back plank, flow through vinyasa. Inhale. Chaturanga, you can modify on the knees as needed. Cobra, inhale. Child's pose. Exhale. Downward facing dog. Gonna walk your feet forward. Gonna rise to chair, but we're gonna have the toes apart, the heels apart. Hands to heart center for this chair. We're gonna lift the left heel. Now we're gonna balance here. You're gonna lift that left foot off the floor and kick it straight forward. Keep that leg straight if you can, that left leg. Bend that right knee as much as you possibly can. Warrior 3, bending that knee through, lengthening out the right leg a little bit so you can hinge. moving all the way into the split. Hands will come down to the mat. Lift your left leg a little higher. Stepping back into twisted dragonfly. So your left foot steps way back to the back of your mat. Left hand or fist comes down to the floor next to your right foot. If you need a block, this is where you could use a block. Right hand twisting, reaching up towards the ceiling. Bring the right hand back down. Split again, shift forward. Lift that left leg into the air. From here, you're going to cross your left leg behind your right, zipping up the feet, zipping up the leg. So I'm stepping down, left foot is behind my right. Leg straight with a micro bend. We're going to rise up. This is a balance, strength. Keep the feet crisscrossed. Interlace the fingers. Reach them up over the head, palms up. You're going to bend to your right. Coming back to center. We're going to forward fold, so undo your hands. Take your time. Flat back if you can make it. Hands will make your way to the mat. Step back to plank. Flowing through a vinyasa, chaturanga. Cobra, inhale. Down dog, exhale. Are you smiling? Taking small steps. Walk them forward. We're going to land in that chair. Feet apart a little bit. Hands to heart center. Going to lift your right heel now. Bend that left knee. Get in there good. Right leg, when you're ready, lifting the foot up off the mat and then straightening the right leg out. Keep lifting that leg. Belly in strong. Moving into your warrior three. Keep the hands there at heart center. It will help with balance. Splitting, bring the hands down to the mat and commit to lifting that right leg high. Going to step back to that twisted dragonfly. So feel a good lunge happen. You can use your block. I like a fist with the right hand. And then opening up, twist. So you're turning to your left arm in the air. Your left foot is forward. In case you got a little lost on this one. Hand comes down, standing split, so shift forward onto that left foot. Lift the right leg high. Bring the right foot down and cross it behind the left. See if you can get them fairly tight together. No gaps in the legs. And then slowly rise. Interlace the fingers. Up over the head, palms up. Gonna bend to the left. Coming back to center, undo the hands, inhale, forward fold. Hands will come down. Stepping back to plank pose. Lower down to the belly all the way. Swan dive. Arms come back, lifting everything high. Child's pose. You're gonna grab your ball, make your way just seated. You're gonna place the ball between your knees. You're gonna work on reverse tabletop. All right, so I like the fingers facing the hips versus fingers facing this way until we go to doing the back bendy one. I like the fingers this way or slightly out to the side. So we're going to use both arms, both legs. We're going to squeeze the ball ever so gently and lift the hips up. Slowly lower the hips down. You can keep the hands there. Straighten the legs up to the ceiling. Bend the knees. Lift your hips up. Gentle squeeze of the ball. Squeeze the tush at the top. Lower down. Straighten the legs best you can so you can get them all the way. Pointed toes will make it easier. Bend the knees. Lift those hips. Lower down. Legs come up. Straighten the legs. Bend the knees. One more time. Last round. Bend the knees and hover hold. So come into the sweet spot between your tailbone and sitting bones. Reach the arms forward. You're going to gently squeeze the ball. Squeeze 1, squeeze 2, squeeze 3, squeeze 4, squeeze 5, 6, 7, and 8. Nice job. Roll onto your back. Going to squeeze the ball 8 more times. Option to keep the hips down or lift them into bridge. I'm going to choose the bridge option here. So you keep your hips down and squeeze, or lift your hips up, keep the core tight. Arms can be wherever you feel. You can have them up over the head for a challenge or down by your sides. Squeeze 1, squeeze 2, squeeze 3, squeeze 4, squeeze 5, squeeze 6, squeeze 7, squeeze 8. Lower down, pull the knees into the chest, remove your ball, happy baby, grab a hold of your feet nice and wide, knees are bent. And release. You're going to grab your ball. You're going to roll forward and backwards on your spine and land in that teaser position, that little boat pose. So roll up, see if you can keep your feet lifted and the ball lifted, rolling back and rolling back up. One more. You're going to stay up here. You're going to balance your ball right on your legs. And release your ball. Baddha Konasana. Forward fold. Some call me the evil torturer. I don't know why, but they do sometimes. They say you're the evil torturer. I say I know. Some days I get like that. And slowly come back up. You're going to change your ball out for your sliders. If you have socks, like I do, I really don't need sliders because I've got my socks to do the sliding for me. Okay, you're going to use both of them, but I'm not going to use mine because I've got socks on. And we are going to come into plank. You can do this on your forearms if you'd like to give your wrists a little break. And both feet on the sliders. You're going to bring the right leg out and close it in, and then the left leg out and close it in. The further out your leg goes, the harder it is. I just to give the forearms a break, you'll want to scoot to the back of your mat and get Yeah, I think you'll be okay. So you want to go in plank and then slide your foot out and slide in. Now you can also, if you need to modify, you can be on a knee and just work on one leg, sliding in and out like this at the back of the mat. So you're sliding out and in and out and in. If you need to modify, you can bring a knee down and just slide one leg at a time, do 2 or 3 reps, and then try the other side. You can do it like that. That's even harder. But you can also do one leg at a time. But it's still hard because you're on both sliders. Julia's going cray over here. She's doing both legs. She's doing the Chinese splits. I tell you. Why not? Those middle splits. She going cray. Woo, look at her go. She can do it. She Miss Gymnast over here. Good stuff. Take a break when you need and try some more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice. Sphinx pose or lay on your stomach, take a breather, relax. Child's pose. Make your way onto your side with one of your weights. You're gonna come up on the elbow for a side plank. I'm gonna take the modified version on the knee, but you are more than welcome to stagger the feet or stack the feet. I just don't like to stagger or stack my feet if I don't have shoes on because I've got, bones that move around too much. So I'm gonna go ahead and keep myself on my knees. You're gonna take the arm up into the air and lift your hips up as high as you can go. From here, we're going to take the hand towards the hip. So lowering towards the hip straight and then back up to the ceiling. So we'll do 4 of those. Slow lower to the hip and then lifting the arm. So only the arm is moving. The hips are staying in the same position, holding an isometric side plank. Last one. Arm is up. Now you're going to bend that arm and you're going to straighten it over your ear best you can. Straighten over the ear and then bend the arm back up. There we go. Straighten over the ear and bend the elbow back in. Straighten like an overhead press, guys, except you're on your side. Oh my goodness. An overhead press and come back in. Nice job. And let's switch to the other side. This would have been a good one for arms. This would have been a good arms class. I know we just did the arms class, but this would have been another good one. Up into your side plank, weight straight up, and then arm stays straight as you lower it towards your hip. The hip stays in the same spot and lift it back up, slow control. Our weights are light. There's 2, that's why we're going slow because they are light. 3, I know it. And 4. Then from there, arms straight up to the ceiling. You're going to bend the elbow at a 90-degree angle. So that's your starting position. It's cactus arm. And then straighten the arm towards the side wall, covering over your ear, and then bring it back. That's just over like an overhead press, except for you're on your side. It doesn't quite feel the same though. 2, 3, and 4. Nice job. Woo! All right, come up to seated. All right, we're going to back bend a little bit here. I'm going to show you. We're going to do what's called flip dog. A lot of times you do this from a downward facing dog, but today we're going to do it from our bums because it's like the teachable way to learn the final end position. So you're going to bring your feet kind of like a bridge position. The feet are about hip width distance apart, not quite shoulder, but not too close either. You're going to lean back I'm gonna put my right hand behind me with my fingers facing away. And I need that because when I lift my hips up, I'm gonna think bridge. I'm gonna lift my hips up, the shoulders stacking kind of over that wrist, and I've got the 90-degree angle here. My hips are up, and I'm gonna take my left arm up to the ceiling and then eventually over my ear, creating a twisting back bend. See where you can go today. Slowly lower down. Good, and change. Hand goes away from you, fingers away. And then you're gonna lift your hips up first. Think bridge. And then arm straight up to the ceiling. Keep lifting your hips up by squeezing the glutes more. Reach the arm now over your ear. And lower down. Let's try it again. Here we go. Right hand. Lift the hips. Reaching. Let me look. Looks good. And lower. And other side. Reach and lift. And lower. Nice job, guys. Have a seat, grab your band. All right, you're gonna double it up so it's not too much flopping around. You're gonna go fairly wide with the arms, and where we're going with this is a twist. So you're gonna bring your right arm straight out in front of you, and the left arm's now a little bit at an angle, right? I'm gonna turn to the left, but I'm gonna try not to let this front arm, my right arm, your right, my left, move as I turn, opening to a twist, and then coming back to center. Trying to keep the right arm steady, that one punching at me, steady and strong the whole time. Opening, twisting, two. Turning through the core, sitting up really tall. If you have trouble sitting, you can always put a block underneath your bum. Okay, that will give you a taller spine. You really want a straight spine when doing this exercise. No hunching over. What number are you guys on? About 5? About 5. Let's go to the other side. 5 and the other side. So left arm forward, like you're punching at me. And then the right arm is going to push open and then come back. 1. Upper body, core twist, 2. 3, you're gonna love me tomorrow, or maybe later today. 4. And 5. Nice job. Ooh. I'm gonna move my block, because what we're gonna do now is we're gonna sit in cow face pose best you can. Now, if you still need to stay on your block, stay on your block in that seated position. Otherwise, what we're gonna do is you're gonna take your right leg on the mat with the knee facing straight forward. The left leg's gonna sweep up as high as you can over, and what we're trying to do is line the knees up. This is also called shoelace pose because you're trying to, if you imagine you had your shoelaces on, are both facing forward. From here, your left hand's gonna come up. You're gonna bend at the elbow. You're gonna take your right hand, reach behind, and see if you can touch your fingers today. Some days I can, some days I cannot. One side is better than the other. Just don't force it. Just going in the direction. And then release the arms. And now we're gonna forward over the legs. So bring your hands down to the floor and fold yourself till you feel enough stretch. Here you can round a little bit through the spine. Breathe in and exhale. You're gonna let your head hang, stretching that back. And slowly press yourself up. We're gonna switch the legs around. Now your left leg's gonna be on the bottom, the knee going straight forward, and then you're gonna swing that right leg around. And then try to line the knees up. Not easy to do. Sitting up tall, and now your right arm, bending, left arm behind, best you can. I'm like a yardstick away on this side. The other side I could touch, this side I'm not even close. It's just the way people are built. right? How much motion you have in your shoulder blades, whether you have something underlying or just tightness from some sort of movement. And then release, hands come down and forward fold. And then slowly come back up. Nice job. Just make your way onto your back. You're going to need your blocks nearby, near your legs. You're going to bring the soles of the feet together and your knees are going to open into a supported butterfly. So make it comfortable so that the blocks are supporting your legs. I usually like both part of my legs touching the block, meaning the thigh as well as the calf area. That way I can completely relax. Place your hands onto your belly or onto your chest. I want you to deep breathe in through the nose, feel the belly and ribs expand. And then exhale, feel the air expel out. Inhale, deep breath in. Exhale, release. Inhale. Exhale. One more time, inhale. And exhale. Slowly bring your knees together, push your blocks off your mat. Draw both knees into your chest. Spinal twist, roll over onto your right side all the way. Knees stay tucked in. From here, you're going to bring the back of the head to the mat and open up the arms. Now, if you cannot let your left shoulder touch down, that's okay. Here you can put a block behind you, behind your shoulder. So you've got something to touch and rest if needed. Your top leg, which should be your left leg, you're going to straighten, grab a hold of the toe with your right hand. You're going to gently have that leg come as close to your face as you can. Stretching down the outside of the leg. And then slowly release. We're going to switch to the other side. So roll through center, scoot yourself over a little bit on your mat, and roll to the left. All the way, knees are tucked in fairly tight. Once you're there, back of the head will come to the mat, and then start to open up the shoulders. From here, top leg, you're going to straighten. That should be your right. Grab a hold of your foot toe area. Maybe it's just your calf or ankle. Looking for a stretch. A little bit in the hamstring, but a lot of it on the outside edge. And slowly release. Come back onto your back. Happy baby, draw your knees in. Feet are wide, grab a hold of the outside edge of your feet. If you like the sway from side to side, take it now. stillness. And release the feet down wide for windshield wipers. So the wider your knees, the better. And then heel toe your feet together, straighten your legs, tighten up the legs, glutes, feel a full body stretch, tightening the muscles, reaching the arms over the head, and then relax back down. Arms where they're comfortable for you, legs can open a little bit. Shavasana. Final resting pose. This is where the magic happens. Relax your jaw. Notice the air on your skin. Breathing in, hear yourself breathe. Exhaling out. Relax any tension and stress you hold. Breathe in. Exhale out. Notice how that breath work does help calm you, slows down the heart rate, helps you relax. Small movements with your fingers and your toes, starting to move parts of your body. Full body stretch, flexing your feet, tightening the thighs, reach the arms up. And then exhale, hands come down by your sides. Bend one knee at a time, place your feet onto the floor. Low bridge. Slowly peel your hips up off the floor. And then lower back down. Take a breath in. On your exhale, draw your knees into your chest and make yourself into a small ball by bringing your forehead to your knees. Lower your head and shoulders back down. Feel the spine flat on the floor. Either rolling over